Happy full moon in Virgo. It's Mary Angela Perotti, and this is my mystic insights to support healers and intuitives to navigate the path ahead so that you can have a fabulous life. This earth moon is going to help to stabilize our frequency to the earth and ground our connection to the land. We have an electromagnetic field around our heart that science has now proven. We've all known that in our energy field, but now there's been shown that it is connected to the electromagnetic field of the earth. When we're in sync with our body, with our heart to the land, life becomes a bit easier. We're more in the flow of the seasons and cycles. We're not stuck in the worry of the Virgo element, which can take us out of our body and into our mind and above, into worry and perfectionism. That's the shadow of Virgo, is being consumed, a bit addicted to thinking, negative thinking and worry that can aggravate our nervous system. So as we align to our heart and strengthen that heart frequency, we're landing more in their body, we're learning to be more here. This earth element is about health, our self-care, our well-being. As a child, I used to have recurrent tonsillitis. I was really unwell really early on, probably from the age of 12 months, 18 months. Because of my ill health, I was so tired. I had chronic fatigue. I would wake up and just feel exhausted within an hour from early childhood. It just continued through my teenage years. It continued into my adulthood. I didn't know how to fix that. I didn't know, as a sensitive and as intuitive, I was healing everybody. I was leaving my body. I didn't like being in my body. My body felt uncomfortable. It had inflammation. There was pain in it. It was exhausted. I didn't want to be here. And in the leaving, I just aggravated my symptoms. I just aggravated the fatigue. I'm just wondering if that's something that you've experienced, where you've tried everything else, but you're just still tired, exhausted, debilitated. It doesn't have to be that way. The solar plexus is our vital organ of energy, of vitality, of our well-being, and this is us reclaiming our power to our health, because this moon is going to bring in more intuitive insights and clarity, what you can be doing practically to improve your well-being, what you may want to eliminate from your diet that you just had. Oh, I get it now. I shouldn't be having cheese. I shouldn't be having wheat. Often as sensitives, we might judge, oh, I'm frustrated, I have to avoid these things. But it's part of our sensitivity to recalibrate our health, because as we eliminate some of these inflammatory foods, our vitality raises, the wavelength, the frequency carry elevates. We're able to carry more healing through us, and it isn't disempowering by letting go of some of the toxic foods that you might be having that's creating inflammation. Extra sugar as an example. There's other forms of sugar that you can be having through fruit. Even that might be reactive within your body. You'll have an insight of how to have clarity around that. As an empath, I support so many people like this. As a naturopath, I have so many strategies I can support you with to improve this health and well-being. Virgo is also about your environment, the beauty around you, creating a sacred space so that you can have a break away from other people's energies, have a break away from the disruptions, so you can come back into your center and feel peaceful. Virgo is about creating a nurturing environment that you feel replenished by. My garden always replenishes me by grounding into the weeding and the chopping back some of the ivy. I always get reinforced this replenishment in my body. I feel revitalized by being so close to nature and the trees and the birds. So lucky to be in nature, so lucky. So this Virgo moon is helping you to harness your connection to your intuition about your health, your grounding, the practical actions that are needed, because this is setting the tone for the equinox that's coming up in a few days on the 21st. So we're coming with the culmination with this full moon. It's coming to an end, as a completion before this new beginning for the equinox, where the day and the night are of equal length. The equinox is the beginning of the astrological calendar. It's the beginning of the Aries season. It sets the tone for the next 6 to 12 months. So whatever you're doing now is going to be reinforced for the future ahead for you. So stepping into a really clear, this is who I am. I'm really focused on my exercise. I'm really changing up my diet. Especially if you're in the north, you're going to be going to spring. Here in Australia, we're going into autumn. But it's still about, what am I honing in on? What am I simplifying so that I can have a more relaxed nervous system, that my body is more in a state of well-being and equilibrium, because this equinox, this balance, is finding the way of, where do I put myself out of balance? Where do I create stresses that I unnecessarily am doing that I can be letting go of now? What can I be delegating? So that you are setting this new energetic blueprint of, this is what my next 6 months wants to look like. This is how I'm going to support my well-being, because our intuition and health has to be held in a container of the body feeling in a state of harmony. If our body is not in harmony, we will want to leave, we'll want to disconnect, we'll want to go into the suffering. So by landing in our body, relaxing into this new balance, this new peace, this new connection in alignment with the earth, with your heart rhythm, your electromagnetic field in equilibrium with the earth, we can feel more peaceful and relaxed and in tune with what we need. So feel this connection to the Virgo and how it's replenishing you, how it's bringing you to balance, how it's opening up the new gateway for the next 6 months. And the Aries equinox is all about vitality. It's about empowerment. It's about letting go of the old identity. So this moon is preparing us to shed what we don't want to take into the next 6 months. We're bringing this new state of energy, boosting your vitality that's stored in that solar plexus. It's boosting your confidence and helping you to step out in a different way, because your body is held differently. You've got more energy in your body. There's less trauma and inflammation and redness. So many birds in my garden today. It's such a blessing to have them, to be in an environment. And if you don't have this, you can go out into nature. You can reconnect to the land. Even in meditation, imagine yourself surrounded by nature, because in a meditative state, you are creating the frequency of your body responding to, oh, this is what it feels like to be surrounded by beauty, greenery, birds, the forest, the bush, coming back into your sense of balance. If you love more around this, if you need more support around your health, your well-being, your intuition, your passion, your goals, so you can create that future the next 6 months ahead, reach out. I'd love to support you to create that future you are destined for, with wonderful strategies and techniques to help you create your own path of vitality, being replenished, being restored, being nurtured. Big love.